Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 1. The chapter which we are related with is depreciation. As you can see, our performer is showing that there are two sides. One, this colorful side is debit, and without any color it is credit. This is your asset account, debit side and credit side. When you will purchase machine, asset would be increased and you will enter on debit side. When there will be a decrease in asset due to depreciation, that would be written on credit side. Increase in asset debit, decrease in asset credit. So we are ready to start our question. Let's begin. X purchased a machinery. Now you can see that you have purchased the machine. There is increase in asset. So you will mention this amount on debit side. On the same time, what happened? They have spent 8,000 on its installation. As you can see that installation is capital type of expense. So please understand, price of this asset or machinery is not just 70,000. They have spent extra 8,000. So actually the value of that machine is 78,000 and it would not be considered as 70,000. Alright guys, now here you will put the date. Please see, date is very important. 1st July is the date. Alright guys, and machine to cash is the entry. So in detail you will mention the opposite side, and that is the cash. So first entry has been completed. What you have understood? You have bought a machine. Machine increased. Increase in machine should be debit. So you have mentioned it on debit side. And what it is? It is detail. Whatever is written on the opposite side of journal entry, you will mention over here. Now next, prepare a machinery account. This is what we are doing for the first 4 years. So we'll have to make this account for 4 years under straight line method. So now, as earlier it has been mentioned that there are two methods: straight line, fixed base, or original cost, one of the same thing. And second method is diminishing balance or written down value method. So we will follow straight line method or original cost method. It means you will always be calculating depreciation upon original cost. So due to depreciation, asset value would be decreased. That should be written on credit side, decrease in asset. But when 31st December and the year which is mentioned over here is 2001. Similarly, we need to put the year over here as well. So 2001, 2001. At this place, what will happen? Due to depreciation, your asset would be decreased. How? Value of that asset was 78,000 and you need to get how much? 10% is mentioned over here. And next is very important. Look, the date at which we have purchased this asset was July. Open your ears and be very attentive. You have purchased this asset on July. So start counting your months till you get 31st December. So July, August, September, October, November, December. So 6 months. So multiply by 6 and divided by 12. In this way, you will be able to calculate your depreciation. I will repeat once again how we have calculated this depreciation. Value of asset was 78,000. You will multiply it with 10 divided by 100 and again multiply by 6 divided by 12 because we are needed to calculate 6 months depreciation. So depreciation is calculated. Now it's time to calculate the balance. There are several different methods of calculation of balance, but right now we will apply very simple thing. So here you will calculate balance. How? You will subtract smaller amount from the larger amount. 78,000 was value of asset minus 3900 is the depreciation. So how much asset left? Once again, value of asset at start of period was 78,000. 3900 is amount of depreciation. What left? 74,100. Here we will check. 78,000 is total over here, and total on the other hand should also be same, and here 78,000 total. Next step, you will brought down this balance. When the next day, this is 31st December 2001, then you will take 1st January 2002. Next year started, and you will mention here to balance brought down BD. How much balance it is? You will brought this balance 74100, and again you will be repeating the procedure 31st December 2002, and you will be calculating depreciation. Since it is fixed base method, so you will again be charging depreciation upon 78,000 multiplied by 10%. Now look at here, we have calculated depreciation over here for 6 months because starting date was July and ending date was 31st December. And here starting date is 1st January, ending date is 31st December. So for full year you will calculate the depreciation, that means 78,000 multiply by 10 divided by 100. Depreciation is calculated. It's time to calculate our balance. And how you will calculate balance? Again the same procedure, by balance, and you will subtract amount of depreciation from value of asset. Value of asset was 74100 minus amount of depreciation 7800. So this is the way of calculation of balance. Once again, what we have done, 74100 was the value of asset, and you have subtract amount of depreciation 7800. So we have got our balance. One bracket was extra. Okay, this is our balance, and now we will check our total. Total of debit side 74100, and it should be equal to 74100. So okay, 2 years gone. Now we will start 1st January 2003. For how many years we are required to calculate? Look at here, first 4 years. So you will brought balance down similar. And how much balance you will brought down? At the end of second year it was 66300, and you will now be calculating your depreciation. And what will happen? Look, since it's a fixed base method, so everything would be similar over here as well, except the date. So here you will choose next date 2003. So guys, have you seen depreciation in second year 7800, depreciation in third year again 7800. So now it's time to calculate our balance. Date would be similar over here, and now by balance. How you will calculate? You will subtract amount of depreciation from value of asset, which is 66,300 minus 7,800. This way you will calculate the balance. Once again, 66,300, and you will subtract 7,800 amount of depreciation. So we have got our final amount. Here you will calculate your total. 66,300 is the total over here, and here you will sum up these two amounts. First and second. So once again you can see both amounts are equal, 66,300. So have you seen first, second, third and now fourth year or last year would be started 1st January 2004. Here you will write to balance brought down how much at the end of third year was 58500. So 58500 amount of balance. Here you will mention the date, and I am taking help from Excel because in fixed base method you do not need to change the depreciation. So here you will write everything similar except for this year 2004, since we are charging same depreciation because the method name was fixed base method. At the same time, now you will be calculating your balance. And how you will calculate? By subtracting amount of depreciation from value of asset. 58500 minus 7800 was value of asset. Once again, what you have done? 58500 minus 7800. This would calculate your balance. Alright guys, now the last step is to check out the total. Total of this debit side is 58500, and let's take a sum of these two amounts, balance plus amount of depreciation. As you can see that both sides are equal. This is our answer at the end of fourth year. So let's check it out. Look at here. Balance of machinery count at the end 50,700, and here you can see 50,700 at the end of fourth year. So I'm sure that you people have understood the process of recording transaction related to depreciation. This was your first question. You are needed to practice it for 2-3 times. After practicing, if you still feel anything difficult, you are very open to share your problem through messages, text, or you can directly contact to share your problem. I will humbly be trying my best to answer your question instantly. So it's time to end our lecture. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.